While the world is full of incredible animals, some are so rare and unusual that most people haven't even heard of them, even though they are being owned as pets in limited cases. In this video, we're taking a look at 5 amazing pets that you've probably never heard of, each one unique, fascinating, and unlike your typical cat or dog. So remember to research extensively before considering them. Let's jump in. Despite the name, the ringtail cat, which is also referred to as a ringtail, isn't actually a cat. It's a close relative of raccoons, belonging to the Procyanid family. These small nocturnal creatures are known for their long, lemur-like black and white tails, which help them balance as they climb through rocky landscapes and trees. In the wild, they are found in the southwestern United States and Mexico. Ringtails are expert climbers and are sometimes called miners' cats, supposedly because 19th century miners kept them around to control rodent populations. You've heard that right. While they appear mysterious and exotic, they may have been kept as pets by non-zookeepers, contrary to the popular belief that non-dogs and cats fail as pets. Ringtail cats are incredibly agile, able to climb vertical walls and even rotate their back feet 180 degrees to descend head first. But how often are they kept as pets? As native animals, these fascinating creatures are sadly going to be illegal in most areas, including states that even have animals like servals legal, such as North Carolina. Ringtails were somewhat rare in the pet trade years ago, but as of current, they are even harder to find. Perhaps the reason is due to lack of interest from pet owners, and while they've been somewhat domesticated in the past, this is still not a species that acts like a cat or dog, making them seemingly challenging to own to those who don't appreciate these differences. A large, enriched enclosure with climbing structures is a must, and they need a varied diet designed for an omnivorous carnivore. If you haven't heard of a hyrax, you're probably wondering what's so special about what appears to be an oversized guinea pig, but you might be surprised to learn that their closest relatives are actually elephants and manatees. Despite their rodent-like appearance, hyraxes share dental structures, foot anatomy, and even tusk-like teeth with the world's most famous pachyderms. In the wild, these animals are native to Africa and the Middle East, often found in rocky outcrops where they sunbathe and live in family groups. They have specialized sweat glands on their feet that allow them to grip smooth surfaces, making them incredible climbers. And of course, this also means that hyraxes are going to make for agile pets that will require large enclosures with a suitable height, simulating their rocky habitats. Hyraxes have been occasionally offered in the pet trade, but these uncommon animals need the less common owner who can adapt to their needs. In most cases, this is a skittish animal. However, some owners have developed relationships with hand-raised hyraxes to allow for close interaction. The agouti is a medium-sized rodent native to Central and South America that resembles a guinea pig crossed with a common rat or even a small capybara. They have long, slender legs, a short tail, and glossy fur that can range from golden brown to black. Unlike capybaras and pacas, they eat using their hands in a similar way to squirrels. They are also adept swimmers. In the wild, agoutis play a crucial role in their ecosystems by burying nuts and seeds, much like squirrels, that contribute to forest growth. They are one of the few animals capable of cracking open the incredibly hard shells of Brazil nuts and are important in their life cycle. The most popularly kept species is the red-rumped agouti. While very nervous around humans in the wild, these rodents can be surprisingly affectionate with proper socialization. They do require sufficient space to roam since they are active and skittish. Some may choose to keep this rodent in a spacious outdoor enclosure in warmer climates, but they can also be kept indoors in smaller housing provided they are exercised and interacted with. If they are calm enough, they can be maintained in a similar way to rabbits. They are herbivores that thrive on fruits, vegetables, and nuts, making their diet easy to source in a typical grocery store. Agoutis tend to be legal in more states than other alternative exotic pets due to being rodents that are not well known. The crab-eating raccoon looks similar to the common raccoon but is larger overall, has a slimmer body, long legs, and a pointed snout. They are found in Central and South America, and being strong swimmers, they prefer living near rivers, mangroves, and swamps. As the name suggests, these raccoons love water and primarily eat crabs, fish, and other aquatic creatures. Like other raccoons, they are omnivorous and opportunistic, consuming plant material as well, but they are not likely to raid your trash can. These raccoons are less confident around humans compared to North American raccoons. Why would someone choose a crab eater over the common raccoon that is much more widely available? Aside from their rarity as a species kept in captivity, they are possibly legal in more states that don't regulate non-native animals so strictly. This includes the state of Texas. They are also unique and fascinating. One owner states they like to put their hands on everything and are humorously clumsy. Crab eaters are even more arboreal than northern raccoons, and they're solitary. Therefore, their care consists of a spacious enclosure with plenty of height and preferably a water feature. Spiny mice are small, unique rodents with fur that feels rough and bristly, similar to a hedgehog's quills. They also have bare tails that contain osteoderms or bony deposits, and this is a rare trait in mammals. They are part of the Acomes genus, which includes over 20 species, and they are primarily found in Africa and the Middle East. In the wild, these mice are found in deserts, rocky terrains, and grasslands. One of their most amazing traits is their ability to regenerate skin after releasing it to escape predators, making them a subject of scientific research in wound healing. In the pet trade, they are often called Egyptian spiny mice. Spiny mice are social, intelligent, and relatively easy to care for. They do well in groups and require a spacious cage with plenty of tunnels, climbing structures, and hideouts. No different from your average hamster or mouse. Unlike traditional pet mice, however, spiny mice have fragile skin that can tear easily if handled roughly. These are not your typical mice. In fact, they may be more closely related to gerbils. They do have some unusual care requirements. For instance, just like some dwarf hamsters, they are prone to diabetes and also obesity. They also prefer a warmer environment, so supplementary heat is needed, which is an unusual need for a small captive mammal. However, aside from these demands, spiny mice are an exotic mammal that are somewhat simple to care for, like other mainstream pocket pets. If you're interested in any of the animals featured in this video, you know the deal. Research them to make sure they are the right fit for you. There's nothing wrong with forgoing a species that just doesn't work for your living, financial, or tolerance situation. Until next time, remember to see pets differently.